and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Top 4 Podcast World Cup Special, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oscar. I'm a Chelsea fan and an England fan. Very, very happy to be in the next round of the World Cup. And I'm also joined by Adrian, a Liverpool fan. Talk to me.
It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's going somewhere. I don't know where it's going at the moment, but it's coming home to somewhere.
Is it coming home, Adrian? Is it coming home?
You know what? Stranger things have happened. I'm going to be real. Stranger things have happened.
Okay. I'm also joined by generous Dave, Arsenal fan. What are you telling me?
Hey, let's go, bruv. Let's go. We're looking comfy. Night starts. The World Cup has started today, bruv.
Today?
No, not today. It starts on Saturday. Saturday. When we play, is it Saturday? Yeah, it starts on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, 7 p.m.
We're getting to the real. We'll get to the real thing.
I'm
also joined by Manchester United fan, Robinho. What are you telling me, Robin?
Listen, Mandem, this week, I need my king of Manchester to put this turtle in the bin. I'm not having it. 1 week only.
Hey,
Mbappe.
Listen, you need to slow down with that chat, you know.
I am doing it all. I'm here
you
for
need
the
to,
listen.
You need to slow down that talk, cuz.
Slow that roll.
In the event that England win, some way, somehow, and Rashford gets a goal, you're at the end of me. It's all fun and games on here, but I'll say this right now, guys, as we're watching it live. My boys, the Samba boys, are putting on that champagne football right now, as we see. Looking lovely.
It's currently half-time in Brazil versus South Korea. Big up Tenzin. He's asked a very good question. Well, not a question, but he's made a statement. World Cup should have a white flag option because Brazil are beating South Korea 4-0 at half-time. 4-0. And the football that we've been witnessing, I don't know if you guys are watching, but the Samba... The celebrations, the
samba is sambaing,
the assists, the skills, the poetry in motion, man. Brazil playing the game the way it's meant to be played, dominating, 4-0 up at halftime. Yeah, man, it's looking good for them, man. It's looking very, very good. Even Neymar's back in the team. Neymar's back. But let me get through to some of these comments. Big up Taha. He says, big up people. He says, Mbappe dropping a hat trick on your head tops. Hey, man. Hey, I would have put it on. David says, I'm back. Big up top 4. SW6 says, Samba! Brazil.
Brazil.
Endo says, my boy Kylian shining. What can I say? I mean, people were overlooking Kylian before this World Cup, man. I said it like everybody was talking about it.
No, I said it. We said it.
We told people, man. You're looking at everyone else. You ain't looking at the star boy, man. He did it last World Cup. He's doing it again. Yes, SW6 says, big up everyone. Endo says, I need Kylian to dunk upon your head tops. All right, man. All right. Tahar also says, Chelsea boys cooking this World Cup. Big up the Chelsea boys. Okay, guys. Last night, England versus Senegal. We've been waiting for an inspiring performance from this England team. 3 goals. 3 very, very good goals and a clean sheet. David, was this the performance that you wanted from England?
Not the 30 minutes, bro.
The first 30? Them first 30 minutes.
The first 30, cuz? Yo, big man. I was stressing, bro. I'm like, yo, these guys are going these men are going to score, bro. Then we break away Henderson. You're done, no? Even though I don't agree him starting, but hey, he scored, didn't it? So
yeah, the Henderson in the team thing is a weird one. Maybe we could talk about that a little bit later. But I think I was very, very impressed with the way England worked their goals and took their goals. It was very efficient when they came to the counterattacks. I tweeted out that I'm so used to watching Chelsea play and fumble counterattacks that I was surprised when Bellingham and Foden were picking the right passes. Like, they knew exactly where to go and where to place the ball. Shout out to Lola. She says,
did you know what I was thinking?
The defense was looking rattled. I don't know if she's talking about England or South Korea, but yeah, the defense was looking rattled. It wasn't. It wasn't the entire game.
I think England were just trying to be. They were way too fancy, And you know when like that's not your skill set. England were just trying to be too. I was like, England, that is not your skill. Just keep it simple.
What do you mean fancy?
Like they were trying to play the fancy balls, doing the switching and all that stuff, and it just kept giving the ball away, and not just keeping it calm and keeping it simple. After when they kept it calm, we got the counter attack and got the goal. So I was like,
Senegal had us in a headlock, you know.
Yeah,
they did. But I was giving the ball away. Like
headlock is strong, but they definitely had chances.
Bro,
they had chances, but I was thinking their chances came from us just giving the ball away constantly. Kyle Walker giving the ball away, but Kyle Saka giving the ball away. I was like, what's going on, guys? We invited pressure for no reason. And Pickford made an excellent save. Like, that could have been easily 1-0. And I was thinking, if that was Mbappe, that would have been 1-0. Not one bit.
That first half an hour was definitely alarming. I think, like you're saying, there was the save from Pickford, and then there was a shot that went over the bar that probably should have been a goal, like should have been put on target. So there was definitely moments where the defense looked shaky, but after that little hurdle, I think England were in pole position and looked very, very comfortable for the rest of the game. It's a weird one because
after 3-0, I locked off. I was like, yeah, this game's done, but there's no need for me to.
Are we? Well, okay. Considering earlier in that game, I don't want to talk about this game yet, but we can talk about it later. Earlier in that day, I watched France versus Poland, and there was a period of time in the first half, particular, where Poland had a few chances and had a few shots on goal. But at the end of the game, France won 3-0, and everyone just looks at it and says France had a comprehensive, comfortable victory. Do you feel like there's a part of us that's a bit too harsh on England because essentially the same thing happened? Yet, I've listened to podcasts today where people are fixated on that spell where England didn't look great. Do you think we're being a bit too harsh on Southgate?
But we've had two games like this. Is the second game now. We had the Americans, which we drew. Then there's this one, and now we're coming up. Now the rest of the teams left in the knockouts here. The midfield is midfielding, bro. We can't. No. This is the point we're getting now. This is the
point now. Quarterfinals onwards. Look at the teams left now.
We cannot.
Argentina, Brazil, France. Who else is through as well? Like, these are not any dibby teams. They will put you to the sword.
Yeah.
So, and Oscar, what I fear is that against France, it's gonna be like Italy, bruv. That final, where it's a bit sticky, and then things just gonna go defensive instead of all out attack.
Yeah.
Let us play our ball. That is what I want to see. If we're gonna get knocked out, let's go out attacking.
Yeah.
Don't go sit because now we've got man them that can punish us. You're gonna have Griezmann, Mbappe, Giroud, and
Dembele.
Yeah. Let me read a few more comments and then I want to bring Adrian in here to see his thoughts. Lola says England have played two PMP teams, USA and Senegal, and looks so rattled. But in this game, they calmed it and they bossed the game. Taha says Senegal should have killed them in the first 15 with at least one goal. Big up Mirad, talking about his champions-elect earlier. He says, yawn, can we humble our expectations for the Three Lions? We know that we are going to be shaking in our boots when Kylian Mbappe comes calling. I mean, yeah. But, this is the World Cup, innit? You got to face the best teams. I think this Senegal game, as much as I enjoyed it, I did kind of feel like England should be winning. So, the goals, I didn't celebrate too much. You know what I mean? You see those clips of people in Box Park throwing beers over their heads. And you're just like, guys, it's Senegal. It's not like...
Hey, can we pause there?
Yeah, go for it, man.
That's not a natural celebration. Come on. Man are lobbing it 15 foot in the air.
Nah, yeah, I think it could there's an element of it that is natural, and I think the first time it came, well, not the first time it came, but some of the times it's come. So, for example, the last World Cup, England faced Tunisia, right? It was 1-1 for a long time. Harry Kane scores a 93rd minute winner. In that scenario, I understand going mad. But so far at this World Cup, I'm seeing people throwing beers because we're 3-0 up against Iran.
Come on, bro.
People are doing it for Grealish's goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people are doing it. Yeah, 100% for Grealish's goal, and even the Senegal game. Maybe the first goal. I mean, I celebrated the second goal quite a lot because I was like, "Right, that's a win."
Yeah, put parity. Yeah.
When it went 2-0, I was like, "Yes, let's go, England in the next round." But for me, I don't know. It would take a 90th minute winner for me to start throwing drinks. Yeah,
I'd see the price of a pint.
yeah, bro. In Box Park as well. That's a good.
It's 15 quid just to be there for starters.
That's a good £6.70 for that. That's crazy. Tensi says Starboy Saka mistake almost gave the best chance to Senegal. I don't think he's capable for the big match.
Oh,
Come on, bro. He scored 3 goals. He scored more goals than as anyone in this tournament apart from Mbappe.
Where have you been for the past year?
Yeah. Tar says, have England been convincing though? France will kill them. England haven't been convincing, but I think where England have been convincing is like in front of goal. Like in terms of like counterattacks and chances created. Like England struggled to dominate the games against the USA and stuff like that where they're supposed to dominate. But in a game like France, where you would assume France would dominate and England would just have the odd chances from counterattacks, I think that serves England quite well. Personally, anyway.
I don't know, bruv.
Lola says, I agree, Oscar. France will get worked by Poland. England are better than Poland. I still think France are better, but England can definitely put up a fight. If England were to get the chances that Poland got, you would hope they would take at least one. And that's what I'm saying. When I look at this team, I look at players like Foden, I look at players like Saka, Harry Kane, I do feel like they're more likely to take their chances this time around. It just feels that way. What are you saying, Adrian?
Yeah, we've got quality, man, and I think he actually made a point with regards to like England's bad spells, and in comparison to like France's bad spells. I feel like in that opening half hour of that Senegal game, I feel like some of the narratives and discourse I've heard, it's almost like they worked us for 90 whole minutes. And it's almost like you look at the narrative in the France game, and it's like Mbappe is the greatest of all time. Giroud broke the records because I even read somewhere that England have the third most possession at the tournament this year, and I think they've got like the second highest pass accuracy as well.
Yeah,
England. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like England are controlling games a lot better than they did before, but that's not really necessarily a talking point. So yeah, I don't know.
And also England have scored the most goals. Also, England have kept the most clean sheets. Is that right? Did I make that one up?
Yeah, they have. They have kept the most clean sheets.
So from obviously football is not won on stats, but from a statistical perspective, this England team is looking good. In terms of what we actually see on the pitch, I think there's a lot of fear and trepidation because we don't really rate the midfield and some of the defenders.
My worry is that midfield and defensively, like it's a bit. I didn't like how we're a bit too open for Senegal to, you know what I mean? That 30 minutes was way too open.
Yeah.
Murad says, put up a good fight, ? That's what Chizora's corner was telling him he did. Participation trophy. Thanks for coming, England. Don't forget to sign the guest book on the way out. 5-star on TripAdvisor. Look, England have not just been so poor that you think France are going to wipe the floor with them. If France win this game, I think, France are the favourites. France are the better side. But if France win this game, there's going to be like one goal in it. I don't think it's going to be a demolition. Like,
I'm not Maguire and Stones, blood. I'm sorry, bro.
No, but it's gonna be a like for what I like. If I'm a betting man, or if I'm a get rotted.
What happened?
I was Bray Wyatt.
What happened there?
Power is out.
What a rush!
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Hey, stinker.
You lot carry on. 2 seconds. You lot carry on.
Hey, but there's one thing I do want to talk about. And Adrian, I have a slightly pick with your players. At what point does it become tampering?
I agree.
Because you Liverpool players are hollering at Jude like she's the baddest in the club. Like, what is going on here? I'm seeing all of you saying, no, you can't go to Madrid. What is happening here? I'm like, this has to be tampering at this point, like in broad daylight.
Bro, did you see Anderson making eye contact with my man, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in love with you. Come to Liverpool.
I was going to lips, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, what's going on here?
Yo, I even made a tweet. Dare I say, this is worse than what Chelsea did when they took Ashley Cole to the Park Royal Hotel back in 05. Dare I say, like, we're almost building the rods for our own back, because if you don't get him now, this is going to be so embarrassing. This is going to be so embarrassing, because like at this point, like what more? Like we know we've got eyes. The players know we can see. So it's like if we end up not getting him, it's almost like when the Barcelona players put a Barca top on Fabregas all of them years ago. And then imagine if he went to Real Madrid after that. That's a joke.
Mad thing.
So we'll see.
But other than that, yeah, I think Jude is our best player. Like from a hot minute, he's been the one that's most influential, and he can't get injured because Bright is not doing anything. The less we say about Mason Mount, the better.
He needs to stay on the bench.
As much as Hendo scored, there's something about him I just can't trust. I don't know what it is, especially against France. And I'm just like, what is good?
It is. Hendo 4 years ago, I would have fancied him for it because he had the legs. Whereas now he has to be a lot more disciplined, because there were times where he was breaking forwards in that Senegal game. Griezmann's going to pick us off. So yeah, we need to see, man.
Yeah.
Lamp him, so we'll see.
Oscar, you all right, mate? We can't hear you, mate.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what's happened. The lights in the downstairs part of my house have just cut. So they're coming back. They're coming back.
All right.
A switch went off.
That's for you, man.
You got anything to say about this Jude tampering that's going on?
I think Jude deserves all the credit. Shout out to Endo, who says Oscar ain't that guy this week. Shout out to Murad, who says
the borough of Brent.
Pogba's witchcraft shut down the electricity in Oscar's house. Bro, the electricity is still here. The Wi-Fi is still crisp. My lamp is working. It's just the light switch. I don't know what happened.
Mad thing.
But I think look, Jude is 19 years old, and he's added something to this England team that wasn't there last year. Do you know what I'm saying? His composure when it comes to going forward, picking the right passes, we saw with the assist in the first goal, and then I think his pass in the second goal was even more important. You know, that pass just before the pre-assist, shall I say? But that's where most counter-attacks end. Do you know what I mean? That's where most counter-attacks end. Somebody makes the wrong decision and picks the wrong pass. And you feel like he's got that energy and that drive. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Michael Ballack in the sense that he will push the team forward a little bit. But, you know, at the same time, he's still a 19-year-old kid. He's still quite naive. He's still learning the game. So to expect England's hopes to rely on him, you know they're going to kill him. You know what I mean? The English media is going to kill him. But one thing I've noticed about English like hype and hyping up these young players, like some of these players have done a lot in their careers. So it's like you're looking at Henderson, for example. Henderson's in the midfield for England. This is a guy who's captained a Champions League winning side and a Premier League winning side. You've got Foden, who we're looking at as this young kid. This guy's won, 3, 4 Premier League titles, 2 young player of the years. They're experienced guys. As much as they are young talents that we should protect, they are quite experienced. Bellingham's probably the least experienced of the lot. But even
him, played in the Champions League for a couple of years now.
Bro, even on the bench, like you've got your Rashfords, your Mason Mounts, who've really played in Champions League at high level.
Is Jude Dortmund's captain?
He's been captain for a few games this season. I don't think he's their official captain. No. But somebody fact check that. I don't know whoever's in the comments that knows a little bit more about Bundesliga, but I don't really watch that. So let me read some more comments. Lola said, Jude is still a baby. He has Foden and Saka chatting about him like vets, as if they aren't 22 and 21.
No, he's actually a captain still.
Oh, he's the official captain?
I think so, yeah.
I know he wore the captain's armband a lot this season.
Yeah, I think they've given it to him, yeah.
Lola says Mount should never be a starter for England. I disagree.
Yeah. No, Oscar, he needs to sit down.
Never be a
he needs to sit down.
He needs to hold the bench.
He needs to hold the bench. I didn't say not being the squad. He needs to sit down.
He's not on form.
Yeah,
he's not on form.
Hence why he needs to be
the
on
idea
the
that
bench.
he should never be a starter. Look, come on, guys. We need someone to do a job on Griezmann, man.
What?
We need someone to do a job on Griezmann. Could be Mace, man. No, I'm joking. If I was picking a team, Mason wouldn't be in the team. But that's just me, though. Like, if I was picking a team from the beginning of the tournament, Mason wouldn't have been in my starting 11. So that's no surprise to me. That I just got to back my boy because
he's absolute garbage at the moment. So just sit down, warm the bench, man.
Murad says, where should Jude end up at the end of the season? He cannot stay at Dortmund any longer after these performances. Let's just talk with our teams, because Real Madrid are obviously one of the key teams that are in for him, and there's a lot of rumors about that. Would you guys take him individually at your club?
Oh, I would love to. I would love to take him. That's not a question.
I think he should go to Liverpool.
I will say this. Yeah. He's not what we need, but I'd love to take him.
I think he should go to Liverpool.
Why?
It's exactly what we need.
It's exactly what Liverpool need.
It's exactly what Liverpool need. I don't think Arsenal need him, and we don't have the funds for it. So,
yeah.
Chelsea could take him.
I would
Chelsea
take him.
Could take him.
We like he's
Depends
gonna
how you play.
He's going to be so expensive that we need other parts probably more important than we need a player like Jude.
Yeah,
I can see Pep doing a sweep.
Hey, if he goes to City,
good one. Last year of his deal, Bernardo will probably sort of leave, and then Jude, come.
Ban that, bruv. If he goes to City,
listen, I don't want him back in the Prem. Like, I'm happy for him to go to Madrid. Just chill over there. Not a problem.
I'm come to the league, man. Ban that, man. Be one of the man.
You're surrendering European football for the next decade if he goes over there.
Oh,
really?
The decade?
Camavinga and Tchouaméni playing in midfields. Okay.
Bruv, don't go to Madrid, man. Come to the league.
Like he's
Madrid. You see, Madrid. That team is funny, but that's bare politics in that. Nah, bruv. Come to the thing, bruv. Come to England, bruv.
Personally, if I was him, I'd stay away from England.
That's what I'm saying. Personally, I would stay away. Not now. Don't come here.
I stay away from England, man. Like the media. I don't know. The media is bad everywhere. I know the media is bad in Spain and all these places, but like they're not as bad. They won't be as bad on him as English media would be on him.
No, but it depends what team. Depends what team he goes to, though.
Yeah, like if he went to Madrid, I think that would work.
No, I mean in England. In terms of the media, it depends what team he goes to.
Where would he go that it would be fine?
Man City,
Liverpool, or Man City. One of them.
City. No, nobody gives a monkeys what you do.
Yeah, because City, he would win trophies and it would be fine.
Yeah. Liverpool, there might be a bit of smoke.
But do Liverpool have 150 to spend like that? Because Dortmund are gonna be raking that money.
Well, Robin, they told us last summer we couldn't get a CM because they were stacking. Well, we've been stacking for like 8 summers now, so we'll see.
Stacking for 8 summers.
Brother,
okay.
Big man, why is Daniel Alves still playing football, bruv?
Do you know, guys? Do you know how old Daniel Alves is?
He's like 40 something, like 42.
82,
he's 39 years old.
Mm.
Man,
I googled it the other day. I couldn't believe it.
At 83.
Man, he's still about.
Gen question, and it might be just tournament football, but Richarlison's actually balling for Brazil. Like, what's going on here?
I've been saying he's a good player.
There's not we haven't seen him do anything that's like out of the norm.
Yeah, he's a good he's a good player. Like.
Nah, I think he's been outstanding for them. But when I see for Tottenham, I'm just like
he had outstanding games for Watford. He's been great for Everton. Like he was a great player.
Who are we talking about?
Richarlison.
Yeah, listen, he's doing all right, man. Brazil you know what I'm saying? He's surrounded by quality, bro.
Okay, I want to get a couple of England questions off before we move on.
Go on.
Guys, England versus France. We all pretty much view France as the favourites. Would you, if you were Southgate, would you move back into a back 5 shape?
No.
For this game, or would you stay as it?
No.
Attack, bro. I'm not having it.
I'll lie to you.
Because these man, Maguire and Stones will give Mbappe one chance and he will take it.
But ain't that credence to the whole defending, isn't it?
No, but if we concede and we're in a back 5, then we have to chase the game. It's long.
That's a good
but
point.
Like, don't you think you can play a back 5 in a way that's not so defensive? So like you've got your defensive players, but like England are gonna have to counter this game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to dominate the ball like we've been dominating for the rest of the tournament. So, France are going to take the game to us. And when we get the ball, we need to counter efficiently and effectively. So,
England have that, you know?
I don't think 5 at the back would be the worst thing in the world.
But
I'd go for it.
Rabiot,
Mbappe. I'd go for it still.
Rabiot and my guy, what's his name? He's other midfielder. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah. They're not going to be coming up like that. They're not going to be pushed. They're not going to be pushing us forward. From what I've seen, them two let the front four go and do their thing.
There's still opportunities to break on them. Like, that's what you want, innit? On the turnover, you've got Bellingham running at him. Off Bellingham, you've got Foden and Saka running the other way. And you've just got
now, we're not coming up against a coach, though. A proper coach, bro. Not this.
No, it's the Champs, man. Give it a rest.
It's the Champs.
He's one of what? He's not a dibby coach, bro.
Yeah. Hey, neither is Cisse. Cisse won the AFCON. But you're
okay, okay, calm. I apologize, Cisse, bro. I know you've got a trophy on you. Sorry, my bad. But we're coming up against a team that's not just gonna, you know what I mean? They're not gonna be naive. Let's go all out attack and leave space for these man.
Okay.
So,
Lola says, don't revert. England needs to play to their strengths. Doing up 5 at the back or doing 4 will set in a losing mentality from the start. Oh, doing 5 after doing 4. Yeah, I definitely hear you. C1 says Dembele versus Shaw is curtains.
Big man, there's stress across that front three. And Stones and Maguire are going to have to engage Giroud. Then you got Mbappe on the left, so you can't leave that gap in between the wing right back and the wing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Walker
it's a long day, bro. So I rather attack, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but like I think
obviously not gun-ho, but go for
England try to attack with a 4, you get picked off the other way. You're getting picked off the other way. Like the way that England have been throwing bodies forward, they're just not going to do that this game.
Did you see that Senegal? Did you see Henderson's goal for Senegal?
Yeah.
Did you see where he was? Yeah,
bro. Henderson's not arriving in the box. He's not. He's not arriving in the box. He's staying with Rabiot and Tchouaméni. He's not arriving in that box. So, yeah, like, you know, we can play a 4, but it will end up being very cagey and very tight. I think if you play the 3 with the wing backs can exploit. Remember Saka at wing back? Come on, man. Bring it back. Bring it back. Saka at wing back, man. Let's run it back one more time, Southgate.
We can win this game, bro. My only issue is our defense.
Hey,
especially the centre back. Especially the centre backs. The centre backs, and I don't know. If we're gonna lose this game, it's gonna be because of our defense.
Assad says, I think Maguire has up Giroud. He's done it for Manchester United against Chelsea. I mean, Giroud, like you want him up against the striker like Giroud, where it's just like you know what you're getting.
But this is
leaving Stones versus
guys. This is France, Giroud. This is France, Giroud. This is another level of sauce, bro. This is not Chelsea.
Yeah,
Giroud.
but like you take it, man. You take it. Like he's look. France have the most balanced attack in this tournament. Like you would say, like it just works. Dembele, Giroud, Griezmann behind it. Like it just works. But I think England have to take the positives where they can. C1 says, bro, that front 3 with Griezmann in behind creating problem galore. Yeah. Murad says this is Olivier Giroud. I don't know what that means. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that France all-time scorer or the man who quote unquote cost Arsenal a league title? Who knows? But yeah. Anything else on England before we move on to the other games?
Yeah, we can move on, bruv.
Harry Kane's finally arrived. Took him a while.
No, but he was always here, man. Harry Kane's been good.
He's been present. Like,
let's not rub him out, man. He's been present. Do you know what? I've got. I'm just happy for the way England are playing, man. I can't be sad. Okay.
But I want to say, for me, this is. Like, you see
I love Lola's comment.
Like, you see the point I made about Southgate initially, yeah. For me, this is put up a shut up. Let me see what you're about. Like, put your pedal to the metal and let's see what you've got. Big game, big opportunity. Because for me, in this World Cup, I've learned nothing new about England. England will beat the teams that are better than. Here's the opportunity. Let me see what Southgate's all about.
This knock out the world champs, bro.
Bro, because that is the game. This is where his worth is going to be calculated. Let's see what he can do on the biggest stage of them all.
Lola says this England team is mad likable. By the way, I agree.
Yeah.
I've since Southgate took over, I've just liked the England team generally, and I think it's got a lot better in terms of quality over the years. And then they've actually had a bit of success. So I don't see why you wouldn't like this England team. They're not as much. We don't have as many scumbags as we used to have in the England team. Lola also says there's no bad English versus good guy France. This is colonizer versus colonizer. You might as well support the country with the players that you know. Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. I mean, that's always my thing. I'm always an England supporter, but for some people, I understand that the colonizer tensions gets a bit too much. Murad says Southgate in England is the equivalent of Martinez with Belgium. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is, isn't it?
The reason I would say no is because Martinez was given the best the best Belgium, right? After not really warranting it. Southgate was handed a meaty England. Like the team he was handed back in, what was his first tournament?
18.
The World Cup.
2018 World Cup, yeah.
That team, like that, he didn't have some quote unquote golden generation, some blessed squad. Like he had players like Lingard and Eric Dyer and Henderson starting in that tournament, and he took them to a World Cup semi-final. So I feel like he earned his position, and with every step he stayed in.
I big man, leave Martinelli on the bench, man.
But I can't lie. He needs to win something now. Like he's had a couple Nations Leagues. He's had a Euros. He had 2 Euros. No, he's had 2 World Cups now and a Euros. I'm like, come on. Let's put something there now.
Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. Endo says Southgate is so underappreciated. First England manager to make 3 quarterfinals successfully. Tahar says, Southgate can at least motivate the players and get behind them. Yes. That's it. A bit of love for Southgate before we close on the England chat. Endo says Southgate has really built us this team. He took off Roy Hodgson's scraps. Big man thing, it was scraps that he had.
And it's also, but the thing is, he's also now inherited a really, really fantastic boom period of a side as well.
Yeah.
When
time to win, bro.
They've all come in your tenure, bro. You got to use them now.
When Murad says, can you forgive him for losing to Croatia? Yeah, I can. Can you forgive him for losing to Italy? The way he lost is more damning than the loss. But then even then, it was on penalties. He's made tactical flaws. He made tactical errors, but he was never a world-class coach. So what more can I expect? Lola says Southgate isn't some sick coach, but he definitely earned what he's got. He definitely should have won at least a Nation League. And then Endo saying, why should England win this World Cup? England fans are so entitled. Robin, that might be a dig at you, considering you said that England should win.
No, I said produce something. I didn't say win the World Cup. I'm like,
England should win something. You said win something.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, but like this, what else is he going to win now? This should, he's been here for what, 3 tournaments?
Bro,
it's 3 tournaments. But I'm saying, getting relegated for the Nations League is also damning on his part as well. It's like,
who cares about who gives a monkeys
about
that?
I'm saying for someone like him and his managerial skills, you should be doing better than that, is what I'm trying to get at.
I couldn't give a monkeys about the Nations League. The players don't care about it. That's the most important thing. The players do not care about the Nations League. They don't want to win it. No one is like, oh, I won a Nations League this year. I did a great thing. No one cares, right? Euros, World Cups, and league competition.
But my question to you is, should he go to another Euros?
If we lose to France?
In general.
I think when Southgate leaves, England fans will miss him. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to regress back to our old days. But
yeah, but I think we got good players now, though.
Good talent, man.
If England were to beat France and then lose to a Brazil later down the line, I'd be willing to give Southgate more time.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
To lose to France, like Adrian said, it's England falling at the same hurdle again. The one time you play a team better than you, you can't beat them. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Enzo says, I think entitlement comes from the team's English fans' support. maybe the way that we view the Premier League as well. We kind of view the Premier League as though it's the best league or the most competitive league. So yeah, maybe there is that. Endo said, so Brazil don't exist, France don't exist. Come on, man, England aren't the best team, so why should they win? He's raising a good point. Like, we all think France.
I don't think anyone's saying should. I don't think anyone should, because I think we all agreed that. What you call it?
Oh my goodness, Korea
France is the France.
Absolute banger. It's 4-1, and it's an absolute screamer. I'm not going to even try and guess who scored it, but yeah, screamer from that.
I haven't seen it yet, but
I'm waiting for them to put the name up so that I can.
I'm way behind, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, they had a free kick like into the box. It's been headed out, and then an absolute peach of a volley, controlled then volley, like mad goal. Okay,
Right, can we move on from England?
Yeah. Last few comments. Lola says, I don't see entitlement. I see fans supporting. No one said England should win the World Cup. Okay. Let's talk about Wenger's comments before we move on to the rest of the football. Murad says someone needs to call that professor in FIFA called Wenger and hand him a big check to manage England. Oh, I thought you were talking about Wenger's comments. What, Wenger for England? Yeah, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it.
Leave my man. He's less stressed, man. Leave my guy alone.
Let me ride the sunset.
Leave him in his peace, bro.
Okay, on Saturday, the first round of 16 game kicked off, and it was Netherlands versus the USA. Netherlands 3, USA 1. Interesting game. USA did try and put up a fight, but in the end, the Netherlands were a bit too clinical for them. Did any of you not see this game? What are your thoughts?
I loved every minute.
I just saw they did. It's what I expected, really. I thought the Dutch would just pass their way through the US, score some good goals, and we make a move. That's literally what I thought of the whole game. Yeah.
I feel you. I wanted more from USA. Like, I thought Christian Pulisic would do me a little something, but it wasn't meant to be. Shout out to Lola. She says it's called football. Pulisic had his chance early on, didn't take it. Right after that, Depay had a chance. He slotted it home, and that was the difference in the first half. And then after that, Netherlands just seemed to consistently break on the USA, and they USA were not into that game at all. Like, they weren't creating chances. They looked shaky at the back. Anthony Robinson has an absolute stinker for that third goal, and they can't really have anyone but themselves to blame. USA. I didn't expect much from them this tournament because their qualification period was so bad, but they actually got the furthest of all of the CONCACAF teams. They got further than Mexico, further than what's that team? Canada. Yeah, and then Depay was trolling America, doing that, put that ish on. Big up Depay. Netherlands give me Spurs vibes. Not impressed, but get the job done. Adrian, any thoughts on Netherlands?
I think that's a fair and accurate assessment. And I think when you look at both teams, large parts of them are poor, if we're being perfectly honest, but they've got spurts of quality in them. And you have to use those spurts of quality to become your match winners. So for Spurs, there's obviously your Kanes, your Sons, your Kulusevskis, and I think for Holland, is what? Gakpo, Depay, Van Dijk. Those are like the De Jong. To be fair, you know what? The Holland team is not that bad. Like, it's got really, really good bits of quality, but it's then surrounded in a sea of mediocrity.
Yeah.
So we'll
do you know what I love about this World Cup is that there's certain players that turn up and they play, like, international football just suits them. And I think Denzel Dumfries is just one of those players. Like,
he sucks. Huh?
He's so meaty.
He sucks.
He's such a meaty boy. He's such a meaty boy. Brazil are subbing their keeper. They're taking the mick.
I mean, Edison has to play at some point.
It's not Edison coming on.
Oh, okay. You're ahead.
Yeah, it's not Edison. Allison's coming off, and the guy coming on, I don't even know, Weatherton. Who the hell is
Weatherton? He plays for Flamingo. Yeah, they are.
You know what they're doing? They're saying, bro, come and enjoy the World Cup.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Everybody gets a turn, and Neymar comes off for a rapturous applause. Neymar played 80 minutes. A lot of people thought he wasn't fit today. He wouldn't play for that long. He played 80 minutes.
I'd have subbed him off for 45.
So what you call it, Dave?
Done.
Gabby Jesus injured. What are you saying?
They have started already. I told you. What did I say at the beginning of the season? I said this. They have started.
Well, what did
That's
he
all I
say?
got to say.
What did he say?
Bro, I told you a mad injury was gonna come, bruv, to Gabriel Jesus, bruv.
What made you say that?
Because it's Arsenal, bruv. What the hell? We always lose one player, bruv. Now we've got to rely on Nketiah at the start of the season, at the start of the thing. It's long, and you know our medical team is trash, bruv. Maybe it's a 2-week, 3-week injury. It turns into 2 months.
No, they said 3 months. They said 3 months he's out.
Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, that title challenge done. Kaput. Kaput. It is out 3 months.
Hey, he's gone for a bit. I can't lie.
Title challenge is finished. Everybody relax. It's done.
Wait, December, because this month is basically a write-off.
It is done, bruv. It is a wrap. I have to rely on Nketiah, bruv. Hey,
man, that's why you gave him that contract.
Yeah, listen, 100 racks a week. You better rise. Let me see it. Yeah, do something for me.
Leave me alone. Let's not ruin my mood already, please. Robin, you just ruined my mood, bruv. Move, bruv.
According to Lola,
journalism.
they subbed on Waverton because he's the only player that hasn't touched the pitch. Big up them for doing that, making sure everybody gets a kick, everybody gets a run.
I'm taking the piss, man. You're third choice keeper. Do me a favor. That's a disrespect.
So you're telling man, all 26 man, the whole squad has played.
Yeah, I mean they did that. I recently watched the Brazil 2002 documentary, and they did that there as well. Everybody in the squad got minutes on the pitch.
And they won
funny,
the
you know for a fact that ain't happening for England, boy. Man like Ramsdale, they're not seeing no pitch.
What, Madison?
Man like
unless it's a third place match.
You're lucky just to be
Well, that's it.
They need to just scrap away with that third place. That is so dead.
Do you know what it is? It's not like I hear what you're saying, but like it's history. Do you know what I mean? So, for instance, like Roberto Martinez, nobody can take it away from him. He took Belgium to the third place of a World Cup.
Man finished third.
All we think of is that he took them to the semi-finals. That's all. That's why I don't think about the third place.
I think he took them. I think he took them third. You know, personally, I don't know.
Do you say that Southgate took England fourth?
No, I say he took him to the semis.
Exactly. So like
no, but look, because third is a distinction, isn't it? Because it's more than a semis. Like you the third.
It's not though. It's not. England played their B team.
I don't know.
England played their B team.
Hey, I allowed that talk, man. I'd rather just go out. I made it to the semi-final. I wasn't good enough to get to the final, bro.
Okay. Last few things on that Holland game. Endo says Dumfries is that black brother in school who's automatically in the team because he's fast. That is peak racism. Peak. Okay, so Netherlands are through, and in the next round they will face Argentina. Who beat Australia by 2-1 in a very, very entertaining game. Well, entertaining second half. In the first half, it was quite boring, quite cagey. But then Messi brought the game to life. Guys, is this Messi's tournament? Is this his year?
It could be.
Oscar, you don't.
It could be.
Oscar, you don't want to see this film.
I don't want to watch.
He doesn't want to.
You don't want to see
this film.
What film?
The Messi film.
When the Holland play Argentina?
Holland play Argentina on Friday.
So Friday evening, I'm going to show you the credits. Director of Messi's horror film, Mr. Virgil van Dijk. Listen, I'm telling you guys, when Van Dijk knocks out Argentina single-handedly, then you'll start to believe. Do
you know what? The thing that irks me so much is that it could happen.
You know what, though? I think that Argentina meet the end at the semis. And I look at that bracket, the bracket they're on. I think Brazil make it all the way to the final.
Yeah, no. Do you know what it is? I need like France cannot lose to Argentina cannot lose to Netherlands because I need Brazil Argentina. I need that game. Don't you dare give me Brazil versus Cody Gakpo. That's
long. That's so dead.
Nobody wants that.
We need the heavyweights, man.
The heavyweights battle it out, man.
Like Argentina is a victory for football still. It is.
Yeah. I mean, Adrian, you tweeted something like, "Oh yeah, Netherlands winning the World Cup," and I had to park and say, Adrian, all agendas aside, it's a crime against football if this Netherlands team wins the World Cup. This
Daily
Netherlands
Blind, the left wing back. Do me a favor.
Blind and Dumfries. This is stinky. Endo says Argentina are not good. I don't know why everyone hyped them. I think they've won a tournament. There's not many teams in this thing that have won a tournament recently. You know, you got France. Yeah, you got France. You got Senegal. You got Argentina. You know what I mean? There's not many. So I get why. Lola's saying that she said it since the Copa. Apparently they weren't good in the Copa either. You know, it is what it is. But like in tournament football, if you know how to win, you know how to win. Right now, Argentina don't look like they know how to win. They look like they're scraping by. So I think that's where the shot comes in.
By hook or crook, bro, they're getting through, bro.
Listen, but can I tell you who's playing against them? Can I tell you who's playing against them? Lautaro Martinez. Oh my goodness! Every time this guy touches pitch, he misses a setup. He was stinking, bro. This Australia game, everyone's talking about Australia could have nicked a draw. No, this game should have been in bed, bro. This game should have been 4-0 Argentina if Lautaro Martinez knew where the flipping net was. This guy was moving crazy. This guy was moving absolutely crazy. Endo says Oscar loves off the South American team. Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
Interesting. Who wouldn't,
I don't
though?
know, man. I don't know.
That history is the history, man. This is Ronaldinho. This is Kaká. This is Batistuta, bruv.
Murad said
I'm saying
the reincarnation of Higuain.
Maradona, bruv.
Did you not see that video of Rodrigo and R9?
Yeah.
Rodrigo rubs his legs and then he rubs R9
because he knows, bro.
Because he wants to absorb. Bro, they made an edit of that video, yeah, and they put Higuain's face on Ronaldo and they put Lautaro Martinez's face on Rodrigo. So he was just rubbing the horrible World Cup misses onto his own legs. It was hilarious, man. Yeah, I can't lie. People are funny. And do you know who's very funny? Do you know who's hilariously funny? You don't know because I put this in the group chat already. Brazilian Twitter this tournament. Oh my goodness.
It's been hilarious.
The gems. Guys, go on Brazilian. I don't know how you find it, but find a way to find Brazilian Twitter. These man tweet. It's not in English, but when you hit translate, it's gems.
Hey, Random. As an aside, you see your feed during the World Cup, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it like an Instagram kind of thing? Like my timeline's not in order.
It's not. Yeah, it's not coming sequentially. It's coming. No. I'm seeing things from 2 hours ago.
4 hours ago.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I don't know. I think
that's Elon Musk, bro.
Yeah, Elon's done something, man. Elon's done something.
Yeah, man.
Can't get back,
buggy.
He's moving brazy, bro.
Elon's done something, man. You're saying that
thousands of tweets.
Argentina's ethnic cleansing FC. Bun them. Fair enough.
Tensi
says, Lola, you should know better considering how many Messi scored against Arsenal.
That was a random shot.
Random Arsenal stray. You know, this is an international podcast. Lola said Brazilian Twitter hate Jesus. They've been praising Martinelli though. I'll take that, my baby. I mean, well, they don't have to hate Jesus any longer because he's not playing another game in this World Cup. Mirad says Aguero must have several voicemails from Messi after every match day in the World Cup. Brother, how's your heart doing? Because I can't take this ish show I'm seeing from Lautaro. Well, yeah. So that was Argentina.
Just play Alvarez, bro.
That was Argentina. On Sunday, before the England game, we had France versus Poland. France 3, Poland 1. And this game, I guess it was all about one person. In fact, no, all about two people. Because Olivier Giroud became the all-time goal scorer for France, overtaking Thierry Henry. And he did it in less games. Thoughts?
Nah, man. France has always been that team. Like, they will have chances and they will put the ball in the net when they want to. At the same time, they were getting actually a lot of pressure from Poland. But when Poland only have one way of attacking, it's a bit hard for them to finish, really.
No,
They-
is it me or did the Polish, the wingers, the attacker, they didn't want to shoot. They wanted to pass to Lewandowski every time.
Yeah.
Like they were
I just
cowards.
wanted him to get that goal. Yeah.
They were cowards in front of goal. They kept looking at. They didn't want to take the responsibility to have a pop or have a shot. They passed it, and there was a couple of moments in that first half where they really could have gone 1-0 up, and either the wrong pass came or the wrong moment, and then there's a couple tame finishes in there. But they only have themselves to blame. I think they've been really, really poor this tournament. Even in the group stage, I saw nothing from Poland. That game against Argentina was disgraceful. And then to limp out like that, who cares? So it's all eyes on Kylian Mbappe because his 2 finishes to kill off that game. Guys, right now, is he the best player in the world?
Do you know what's so annoying?
What?
That Haaland's team is dead. Like they can't help him get to a World Cup. Because I'd love to see him at this stage.
What's that got to do with my question?
No, but I'm saying because of that, Mbappe is shining, and right now you can say that claim to say if he's the best player in the world.
Wait,
but no one's challenging him.
You think Haaland's in this conversation?
Well, I'm not saying he's in that conversation. People are saying he's in the conversation. But I'm bringing it up because I'd love to see someone.
Come on, man. I'm talking about Mbappe.
You know what I'm thinking though? I was like, I love him. I love Mbappe. I think he's the coldest guy in the world and probably is the best player in the world. But obviously, I want that rival. I want a Messi, Ronaldo rival, if that makes sense. I want another one. If it's just one guy that's ruining the world, it sounds fun.
But listen, it's not my fault Haaland can't get his country to the World Cup, bro.
That's also true.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best players in the world are in Qatar right now. I don't know why we're talking about this Norwegian guy. Like, I don't know why. Lola says, I don't know about the world, but Mbappe has been and is still clear of Haaland. This is not an Mbappe versus Haaland conversation. I'm asking you guys, is Kylian Mbappe right now the best player in the world? Yes or no, man? Come on.
If he wins this World Cup, yeah, I can cry. I'll give it to him.
Hey, SW6 says
that's 2 on the bounce, saying not so.
That's 2 back-to-back World Cups. You're
Back to
23
back,
years
bro.
old with 2 World Cups. What? Last World Cup, he was one of the best players in the France team. This World Cup, he is the best player in that France team. So if they win it, that's him carrying it. That's crazy, That's crazy. SW6 says, Oscar, see how I haven't said nothing on Killy. I told you we're going to spin that block. SW6 said he was the best player in the world a long time ago. SW6 said this before the...
Have you heard that rhythm?
Huh?
Danny Sturridge made a Mbappe song. You know the Mbappe, yo. Killy.
He's like
Daniel Sturridge out of him, man.
Daniel Sturridge is very corny. Like he's very corny.
Get him out, man.
Like I want to like him because he was a leg striker. But I think he played. Didn't he play for Trans?
He better have.
Whatever that team is called.
Last time I checked, he was playing in Australia.
Yeah, where
because he got released from Trabzonspor for some betting thing.
Forget that guy. Why are we talking about this guy, man? Move on, man.
Yeah, it's Adrian, man. Man's bringing up these players. Endo says, I told you all in February, Kylian is the best in the world. Respect my star boy, KM7. He's actually KM10 for France, so respect him. SW6 says, I stated 2 seasons ago, Mbappe is the best in the world. After the Bernabeu it was sealed. Check the records. Bro, he's been on record saying this. Like, we can't deny him. We can't deny what he's saying. Tenzin also agrees Mbappe is the best player. So yeah, interesting. Obviously, we kind of already spoke about what happens next for France. France play England. Where does that leave the conversation with Deschamps if France don't beat England? If this is the end for them, it'll be very, very disappointing considering.
Listen, Zidane has been waiting for that France job.
Do you know what he's done?
He's just chilling.
He would have done a good job anyway. He's won it as a player. He's won it as a manager. Hey, if he doesn't win it, oh well.
Sensational job. It's just you look at what that Spain team was able to do, winning 3 tournaments back to back, and you think France really should have won Euro 2016. They didn't win, so they then went on to win the World Cup. the Euros, you could argue they were the best team in the Euros, but were taken out by Switzerland. And you can argue they're the best team in this tournament too. And I think they would like by their own standards, they will be disappointed to not win this World Cup. We're talking about, should England be disappointed? England have no real right to be disappointed. France do. They are the best team in this tournament. They should claim their tournament back. That's just my opinion. Endo said, C1 said, Endo, let's do revisionism here. Neymar this season has been the best player in the world. He just got injured. And Killian carried on in this.
Yo, bro, you got to stay fit, bro. You got to stay on the pitch, bro.
I still think Neymar's better than Mbappe. But
Hey, listen, goals. Man's lighting it up, bro. How many has Neymar got this World Cup?
Neymar's won. He's been injured, man. What do you want him to do?
As I said, you got to be on the pitch, cuz.
Yeah, but you saw how he sourced today. He's sourced.
He's sourced, but you need to be on the pitch, bro. Mbappe's been on pitch, cuz. He's showing us the levels, fam. You need to be on the pitch. Messi's been on pitch, fam. You need to show us levels, cuz.
That's a fact. Okay, the other game that was on today, Japan versus Croatia. 1-1 draw.
My boys. My boys.
Japanese, bro.
The Japanese, they were cooking. But the thing
why
is,
are you saying unlucky when they took terrible penalties?
No, but those pens, I'm going to say them penalties.
Penalties, shocking, man. Come on. No, I've not watched the penalties. No. Guys, I've not watched. I only saw them beating Croatia 1-0. That's all
I can tell you now, this is the worst penalties I have ever seen. Ever. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Listen, I like the Japanese, bro. They did their thing, but Croatia, they're just that bookie team, bro. Always.
I know. I want to say this because I was like, you know what? We should put a bit of respect on Croatia's name. Like this is a few times now that they're in the last 8, in the last few tourneys. I'm like, okay, they're there. They're always there.
Nah, they're just that bookie team, bro. I respect it. No,
since 08, they've been there.
They can't take penalties.
Hey, listen, bro.
You know what? They probably didn't expect to get that far.
SW6 says the penalties were horrendous. I was at work.
Guys, I've not seen them. I've not seen it. So bad.
David,
they were bad. They were bad, didn't it?
No, David. I was at work, so I didn't see the actual game.
Yeah.
I tuned in for penalties. My goodness, I was disappointed. My goodness.
No, guys, I
wanted Japan to win. I wanted Japan to go through because Croatia this year, Croatia have been trashed as well this tournament. Like
who they're playing in the next round?
Huh?
Who they're playing?
Croatia.
Croatia plays Brazil now.
Yeah, they got Brazil. Yeah, go.
Brazil would them down.
Guys, careful.
Croatia are not doing 2018 again. They can't do it.
They can knock out Brazil though.
They can't do it 2018 again.
Do you know why they can't? Do you know why they can't? And I won't have it. Like, and if they do, you can clip me. I don't care. They will not beat Brazil because they're not good enough. This Croatia team is not good in any way. They're hanging off the ghost of Luka Modric. Yeah,
you've got know-how. Exactly.
Everyone else in their team is they still play Lovren. I said it.
You lot need to lie, bro.
Come on, man. This Croatia team has no right. They shouldn't have beat Japan. Why on earth? First of all, they shouldn't have. If it wasn't for that bold beanhead Romelu Lukaku, they wouldn't even be in this tournament. Now they're in the quarterfinals. Oh, come on, man. Get Croatia off my screen. The next time I watch Croatia, I need to see a Neymar Blasic on their head tops. Yeah? Get Croatia out of this World Cup. I want you out of my sight. Assad says, why did they want to score Japan? I know a Somali brother who was making 2 hours.
I think it's anime.
You think it's anime?
Yeah.
No, I think they're a likable team. Like, I'm not.
I know, but Japan have been good this tournament. Like they have.
I'm not an anime guy, but a team that comes up and upsets Germany and then upsets Spain, and the way they play football, like good technical ballers, they
literally.
I don't see why wouldn't you like?
They just did not. It looks like they've never taken a penalty in their life.
Yeah,
or they didn't whack on it.
These pens were terrible.
But the pressure, it's a different pressure, man. It's a different pressure.
You think that we've seen England lose some penalty shootouts in recent times? Our pens ain't bad. Actually, no.
Go over. Hey,
No.
let's not talk. Let's not
Oscar.
talk, please.
No,
Oscar,
I just remembered. I'm sorry. I just remembered. I'm sorry.
But I'm saying these man passed. It's like they passed the ball to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I don't need question. I need all the stinky teams. I need the big boys. We need this settled. The big
Mirage
boys.
says Konnichiwa boys are out. They had a good run, but it looks like they forgot to work on penalties and putting the hard yards back home in Tokyo.
Hey, big man, relax.
Perhaps they forgot that penalty shootout as a part of the match.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you got all this smoke for them. This is
why we got smoke for the Japanese, brother? Like,
I'm sorry.
Lola says if Brazil lose to Croatia, every single Brazilian that's been called up should be banned for 2 years.
I reckon Neymar will retire.
Do you know who if Brazil don't win this tournament, do you know who I'm cooking? All of the fake Brazilian fans. I'm looking at you, Robin. I'm looking at you. All of you lot, yeah? All of you lot that just decide every 4 years that you're Brazilian. Yeah?
Listen, the Samba
Hey,
boys.
you've never watched flamenco in your life, but all of a sudden you're Brazilian every 4 years.
Wrong.
Get out of
Wrong. I watched a couple of Libertadores when they won it.
Who's number 10?
I also watched the Club World Cup as well. Don't you worry.
I remember who's Flamengo's number 10.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, but yeah, I know. But I watched them. Don't look like I don't watch them. I watched the football.
Murad said they almost look at tournaments as the ones Brazil won and the ones they lost. I don't even know who he's talking about there. Sorry, I've lost that. David says Brazil versus Argentina semi-final. We need that, man. That's heritage.
We need that. Inject that, man.
We need match fixing, you know. I can't lie. Imagine Croatia, Argentina. What? Imagine
Croatia, Netherlands.
No, if it's Croatia versus Netherlands, I'm making plans. Like, I would look at the time it's on and say, I need to be busy at this time. Let me make plans because I'm not watching.
I would say Sepp Blatter was right. We need corruption in football.
We need corruption. Maybe we need corruption. Maybe we need different man to orchestrate this World Cup. That's what we need.
Right.
Baraka said Japan needed that Project Blue Lock ASAP. Sadly, I don't understand. Is that an anime reference? I see it is
an anime reference. If you haven't watched it, you wouldn't get it. Very good anime, but that's why everyone's on about. Stop
bringing this, bruv. I don't know what this anime thing is, so please leave it out, bruv.
Yeah, it went over my head.
Man, I know about the Blue Lock. The Blue Lock is real. It's all good.
SW6 says Gina suggested that we should get rid of extra time and go straight to penalties. Do you agree? Personally, I do agree.
Jermaine Genius don't know what he's talking about, bro.
Nah, I
disagree.
I agree. Do you remember there was one year? I think it was the year. I don't know if it was pandemic year or the year after. But the League Cup had no extra time. It went straight to penalties, and it was just better.
I think it's done that ever since. Yeah, that's the format now.
Yeah, they just go straight to penalties.
Guys, this is the World Cup, man.
But like,
bro, at the end of 90 minutes, you're going into penalties.
But David, maybe because you weren't watching today, you didn't see. Extra time is the worst quality of football. It's the worst. Nobody takes a risk. Everybody's scared.
Hence why you need. No.
As I said, extra 30 minutes is too long.
Hence why you need to bring back golden goal. Bring it back.
So you agree then? Let's go. Give me goal. You agree that extra time is trash?
No, bring back golden goal, bro. The first person scores wins. We need to bring that back, bro.
Because every second means something.
Yeah.
Get rid of this, bro. Do you remember who got knocked out in 2002? I forgot who it was.
South Korea knocked out Italy, no?
Yeah, bro, the scenes, bruv. I need those scenes back, blood.
Yeah,
knowing that the game is done.
Yeah, golden goal, bro. Golden. Can you imagine golden goal VAR? I'm fighting someone, you know. That's outrageous. Imagine you've dashed your beer. All the guys in box they've dashed their beer and the game is still going.
Bring that back, man. They want drama. Bring it, bro.
Nah, you know what, David? You're right. Golden goal would be sensational. SW6 says today Japan and Croatia were too tired. Yeah, and it's going to be like that for every extra time. Any extra time that happens now, we're not going to get exciting football. We're not going to get end-to-end stuff. Like, it's going to be cautious. It's going to be boring. Teams are going to be passing it along their back four, getting ready for penalties. Southgate's going to be bringing Rashford and Saka off the bench to take penalties again. Murad says, I cannot understand why they took that out. Only the finest competitions deserve golden goal. Yeah. Lola says, Nigeria beat Argentina via golden goal at the Olympics when we won. Run it back. Yeah. Knockout games really start tomorrow. Okay. Let's look ahead to the games that are tomorrow. We have Morocco versus Spain. Thoughts on Spain scraping through after losing to Japan and you know, just making
They
it.
nearly went out. Oh,
They nearly went out. Costa Rica nearly knocked them out. But Spain are there, and then Morocco, who've been fairly impressive. You know, they won 2 games in the group stage. Hakim Ziyech.
They're the last African team now. So
yeah, Africa's hope. Africa's hope.
They're sitting behind the flag as well.
Yeah, have Spain got something for? Sorry, has Morocco got something for Spain, guys? Can we get African team in the quarters?
It's a potentially you can. It depends what Spain turn up,
you
innit?
can. It literally is. It depends what Spain's is on, because you can get 2 types of Spain. You can get Spain that can spank you, or Spain that are just meh. So,
I think what Morocco will need the early goal though, because you know how Spain they love that tiki-taka football. So it's just like get that early goal, get them man panicking early.
It'd be death by 1,000 passes, to be fair, though.
That's it.
Spain's possession will be off the Richter scale in that game.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's definitely doable, man. You think that this Spain team, they're very, very good, but they are quite blunt in attack. They go with Asensio or Ferran.
What happened to their strikers, man?
Morata to this day is still their best striker. Like, still Alvaro Morata. They've tried to go with this. Obviously, the manager and Ferran Torres is a bit of nepotism there. He loves him. So he keeps playing. Yeah.
I saw him take his daughter to the Qatar Disneyland. I was like, all right. So that's a Winter Wonderland thing. I was like, all right.
That's so weird, man. So weird.
I don't know about that.
Bro, if I was Morata, I'd be fuming. You're starting Ferran Torres over me, and he's your son-in-law. What?
But that's the thing.
And he's coming and bagged every game, Morata.
No, but Oscar, what's the name of the striker you mentioned?
Alvaro Morata.
He ain't got no balls. He ain't gonna drag Enrique down for a conversation or for a straightener. You'll say, oh, fair enough. Okay.
Nah, the thing is, he'll look down during the conversation. He won't look at anyone in the eye. That's fair, man. Murad says the Ya Allah boys and the Siesta squad due to be a classic. This is another one I'm probably gonna miss because of work, but yeah, man. I hope Morocco got something for Spain.
I'm at home tomorrow, so yes, I get to watch that one.
I'm at the point of the tournament where I don't want to see upsets. Like, I want the best.
Yeah, we need to see the big boys.
Like, bro. I need to see the best. So, like, on that side of the bracket, it's Spain, and if Spain win, they face the final game, which we're going to talk about next. Portugal versus Switzerland. I would love some upsets there, but personally, I want to see Spain versus Portugal. That's the game I want.
I can't lie. I wouldn't mind Morocco, though. I wouldn't mind Morocco still.
Morocco versus Portugal.
You know what? I actually wouldn't mind Switzerland.
I
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
There's no value in that.
No, I'm talking about as an upset. As in the upset, I'd rather have the Switzerland upset.
Hey, listen.
Than the Portugal upset.
Hey, CR7 is touching quarters, bro. The bag is going to be passed.
I think CR7's in trouble because I'm seeing bad news about how he's now having a falling out with the Portuguese coach.
Listen, if the Portuguese coach wants to keep his job, we need to see CR7 on the pitch, bro. Man said, you're going to try and start thing on the bench. Hey, okay, go on then. And then you go out, you're getting fired. You better just hand in your resignation, bro.
I mean,
I know he hasn't been great. But yeah, you don't start CR7 on the bench. I don't care what he's doing. World Cup comes every 4 years, mate. This is not the time for discipline and that. Nah, bro. This is it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Portugal have been quietly one of the most impressive teams this tournament. So I could see them smoking Switzerland, even though Switzerland look good too. Big up Granit Xhaka. Murad said I need to see Xhaka and the Eagle one more time. Well, if he didn't do it against Serbia, I don't know if he'll do it against what's that team? Portugal.
No, but to be fair, he would have incited a riot.
Yeah, okay. Assad said Portugal impressive. Am I missing something? Yeah, like Portugal have been like they haven't been like super impressive.
Under the radar, mate.
Bruno's been hooping, number one. And when they like the gas they've got, they bring on like Leao off the bench. Like they've just got a second gear. Like Ronaldo has not played well one game, but he started every game, and they're gonna grow into that. So maybe impressive is the wrong word, but I just believe in them. I believe, like I see Portugal in the semi-finals. I see Portugal beating Switzerland. I see them beating Spain, and I see them getting in that semis. I don't know who they would face in the semi if that was that. England or France. So yeah, like I can see Portugal doing a little something. So those are the games tomorrow. Can I get a quick prediction for both? Morocco, Spain. Just one word. Who's going through? David.
Spain.
Robin.
Spain.
Adrian.
Spain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Spain. No upsets, yeah. No African uprising. Fair enough. And then Portugal, Switzerland. David, who you got?
The Portuguese. I'll go with Portugal.
Portugal. Robin, who you got?
Something tells me there's an upset here.
Swear.
Something tells me.
You know what? It wouldn't be the craziest thing. Adrian, who have you got?
Yeah, I'm going Portugal.
Okay. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is the last of the round of 16. We're moving into the quarterfinals. 3 of those quarterfinals have already been set. Netherlands, Argentina, Croatia versus Brazil, England versus France. And then that final game is going to be decided tomorrow. Wow. Guys, we're in for a treat, man. We're in for a treat. As though this World Cup hasn't blessed us enough, we got more to go.
I can't believe there's no football Wednesday or Thursday. I said, rah, we're here now.
I can't lie. We need a little breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I need a breather.
I need a breather, blood.
Guys, I love the game.
I have been enjoying.
But guys, there's been football every day since the 21st of November. Sorry, 20th of November. That's when it started. We've watched 4 games a day.
Yeah,
it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. Thank you so much to the. I was gonna say thank you to FIFA, but we don't really want to thank them guys.
No. But in fairness, yeah, this has been a really obviously there's a whole apprehension playing it in Qatar, the time of the year that it was, but I've had a whale of a time.
It's been I think last time we spoke, Robin was saying it's been one of the best World Cups, and I was reluctant to say it, but 100% the group stage was the best World Cup group stage I've ever seen.
Yeah, of course, yeah, definitely. Everything went to the last day.
Yeah,
most of the groups, yeah. So
most of the groups went to the last day. Drama where everybody could go through. Big teams getting knocked out.
The Costa Rica thing. Yeah, come on, man.
When you think about it, it's actually been the round of 16 that's been quite crazy. You know, our first penalties today, our first extra time today. But yeah, we know that's going to change in the quarters. So the next question I have to ask is, who's player of the week?
Oh.
For me, it's fairly easy.
Giroud, Mbappe.
The thumbnail this video is Kylian Mbappe for a reason.
Kylian.
Kylian.
Okay.
Kylian,
give it to Kylian.
Pick up Kylian. Team of the week.
It's either
I don't think there's
England or Brazil.
I don't think there's either. Brazil laid the smack down.
Yeah. I think Brazil. Yeah, I've got to give it to Brazil still.
This game was the only game that didn't even look like a knockout game.
Yeah.
It didn't even look like a knockout game. They just slapped them. Yeah. Crazy.
So what are you doing around there?
That's what literally said. They said it literally. They said it is big boy time. It's time for you to go home.
Give me a roll and get off this block. Don't want to see you around there again.
Team of the week is Brazil. Here we go. Here's the fun part. Goal of the week.
Mbappe's second.
The second
first or second?
One.
The second one.
I go for Mbappe's first, you know.
The first one?
I go for Mbappe's first.
He had a stinker there. Oh.
But I love
the finish. But hey.
He
Okay,
rifled
I
it.
hear you. I hear you. The first one, okay, I hear you. The checkers on that was mad.
Like, I love it when
I think Alvarez scored a good one as well. Alvarez, Argentina.
Alvarez in the group stage scored a banger. Yeah, Alvarez scored a banger. I think Messi as well. Messi's goal, special kind of player. Messi, man. Anything else, Adrian? Am I missing something? Was there a banger somewhere else?
No, I can't think one off the top of my head.
Richarlison to date, like some of the goals Brazil scored today.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
That South Korea goal, banger.
Oh, the South Korea one.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
the three goals. Tenzin says Brazil goal, the assist from Thiago Silva. Oh, that ball! Brazil basically played pinball. That goal was so special.
Hey, speaking of balls, you know Abubakar for Cameroon. That cross was a pingers, you know.
That cross and header. Do you know Abubakar? He's got a different kind of energy, you know.
He believes in himself. He's the man.
Like, he's the man.
He's the real McCoy. He don't give a damn. He's better than Salah. And he's the best. He's the best African on the face of the earth.
He doesn't care.
I don't understand like Peter, but that man's not 30.
No. But I think he is. And do you know why? Like, look at him, yeah. Now imagine he had like a solid hairline. He wouldn't look as old. I think the fact that he lets his hair grow and he's not like.
Let me get pissed up.
He looks like an uncle. He looks like he brings uncle vibes. But when he took his shirt off, bro, the guy's body looks like he's 25.
Yeah, I hear that stuff.
So I understand where you got that from, because he does look old in the face. But I think if he had a full head of hair, we would see him different.
If he had like a fade, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see it. You know what? Yeah, I've seen a picture of him with hair. You don't look. Oh yeah. You don't look that old, you know, when he's got hair.
I think if he grew his hair out, we'd see him differently.
You know what? Credit where credit's due. Fair enough.
Yeah. So sorry. Goal of the week. Apparently, I think all three of England's goals were very well taken as well. Very well taken.
Nah.
But yeah,
not from there, bruv. It's Mbappe.
Mbappe. I think full house there on Mbappe. David.
Ooh, not that guy. We got a couple of this season has been dry. Everyone's been behaving themselves, but this week, hey, people have been doing amazing. And first of all, let's just start off away from Qatar, off the field. Balenciaga, you're not that guy. I need not say anymore.
Get out of here.
I need not say anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, do your research. Balenciaga.
Guys, can I just say, I've always been a fan of Balenciaga from a distance. I've never bought their clothes. I ain't got it like that. But I'm so glad. I never purchased any item of their clothing, because this company is in the mud. You're a disgraceful company. Disgrace. Like, I'm not really one for cancel culture. I'm not really one for the fake outrage. But what Balenciaga was doing is another level of criminality. Get out of here, man. Scummy. Get out.
It's not even on a banter thing. It's on a you're a nasty disgrace of an organization. I even feel bad talking about it now, because we're doing what they wanted what they wanted. Put more publicity and more eyes onto it. Awful.
Now we got. What's the opposite of not that guy? And what can I?
That guy.
What positive?
Is that guy?
No. I'm just saying for the segment we got not that guy. What's the opposite? What can we? I need to find a name for it, man. But
it's that guy, I guess.
That guy this week. Yeah, there is an MP in the Ghanaian Parliament.
Yeah.
A man said, told Parliament. I don't know who he's talking about. I think he's talking about the Vice President. He has compared the Vice President to the thing. Where's his speech? He said, where is it? Maguire was tackling everybody and throwing his body everywhere. He was seen as the best defender in the world. But after his transfer, he became the biggest threat at the center of Manchester United's defense. He was tackling Manchester players and giving assists to opponents. Mr. Speaker, When you see the opponents go to score, Maguire will score for them. Yeah. Then he
Pretty much.
continued, Mr. Speaker, you remember in this country, you also have an economic Maguire. This economic Maguire, what Klopp is saying, this man is the best in managing foreign teams. And he's just saying all the howlers that the vice president has been doing. Mr. What's his name? Let me get his name. Isaac Adongo. You are that guy, bruv. Lovely. Beautiful.
I'm sorry. An economic Maguire is the greatest sentence ever.
Economic Maguire.
That's the
Now-
great. This is an economic Maguire.
Do you know what I love about uncles? They just watch football for what it is. They don't do none of this expected goals, none of these gimmicks. They're like, that Maguire, he's not good. I want to call it out. Simple.
Yeah,
let-
very,
let me-
very simple.
Let me give a future. This not that guy is in the future, but I can give it right now. So as we're in Qatar, everyone has been protesting, blah, 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 LGBT, human rights, migrant workers. I have something for you to protest about, and I need it with the same energy. I don't need to see opening ceremony. Where we're going next, yeah? We're going to America, innit? Yeah? And a particular city where there'll be World Cup games played. This city had decided, yeah, they voted to allow, the police to use remote-controlled robots that can kill. Yeah? Did you
Yeah.
hear what I just said, guys?
Remote control robot.
Remote-controlled robots that can kill. The San Francisco Police Department says it does not have pre-armed robots and have no plans to arm robots with guns. But they can use them to blow up suspects. So, BBC, ITV, I need all the sponsors, blah, blah. I need you to start making noise now. We're going, 2026 is in America, in San Francisco. So, all you man there, the city of San Francisco, you're not that guy, bruv. Sort it out, blood.
What? When that where Schwarzenegger was on Schwarzenegger when that his thing.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Oh,
Listen,
that one. Now, this one is the main
Doesn't
one.
end.
It doesn't end. It doesn't end. This people have been having howlers. So this week, my main one, apart from the football, the Germans going out, having stinker for the second World Cup in a row out in the group stages. Not that God, blood. Too busy protesting, self-concentrating on the football. That's what Wenger said. La Professor, bruv. He told you, man, you should have been focused. But yeah, my main one. This person. Now we're told to respect our elders, yeah. But this one has had a stink. So here's how this conversation went. Where are you from? The sister goes, I'm from Sister Space. The woman replies, no, where do you come from? She says, the sister goes, we're based in Hackney. No, what part of Africa are you from? I don't know. They didn't leave any records. Well, you must know where you're from. I spent time in France. Where are you from? Here, UK. No, but what nationality are you? I'm born here and I'm British. No, but where do you really come from? Where do your people come from? My people, lady, what is this? Oh, I can see I'm going to have a challenge getting you to say where you're from. When did you first come here? Lady, I'm a British national. My parents came here in the 50s when? Oh, I knew we'll get there in the end. You're Caribbean. No, lady, I'm of African heritage, Caribbean descent, and British nationality. Oh, so you're from? Listen. See when Megan tried to tell you, man? Hey, and you lot weren't listening. You're all bad. Everyone got in a Piers Morgan got his knickers in a twist. Oh, no, the royal family ain't racist. This week, Lady Susan Hussey, the godmother of Prince William, you're not that girl, bruv. Sort it out, bruv.
David, I let you rock, yeah. I let you go. But she can't be not that guy.
She's not that girl, bruv.
She can't be that guy.
Ignorance.
She said, where you from? My girl said Hackney. She said, oh yeah, cool. But like ethnicity, where you from? She's like, nah, I can't answer the question. What?
Big man.
What is that?
Bro,
Like,
so what is the reason, Joe? Why
Baraka
did
said real family out of pocket. I mean,
Oscar, I thought I was a bad guy.
is
I
it
thought
out
it
of
was a bad
pocket to ask someone where
out
they're
of
from?
pocket, bruv?
Is it out
Bro,
of pocket to ask somebody
He
where they're
said
from?
he's being specific. What part of Africa are you from?
Bruh, she asked her where you from.
And then she's refused. You know when someone you got to catch thing. I don't want to discuss this. Why we're here? She's here promoting our Women Against Domestic Violence thing. You're at an event. You're at the royal family. You're in Buckingham
Now
Palace.
to press.
Like to keep pressing. Like you're at the event that you're at. That's not how you start a conversation, bro.
Do you understand that if she answered the question, that she wouldn't have had to keep
I
pressing?
heard that.
Nah, bro, big man. And then but then how can she go there? Well, you must know where you're from. No. Hold on, I got a question. I got a question for you. I got a question for you. How do you say, well, you must know where you're from? I spent time in France. What has that got to do with anything? It's a stinker. It's a stinker.
Nah, man. Guys.
No, Oscar, I hear you.
You don't hear me. You don't hear me.
I hear you.
You don't hear me.
She's not that girl.
Because guys,
she's not
you know
that
this
girl.
like,
No, but then she then
racism.
turned around and
Adrian, you're
Adrian,
Your
you
man
guys
is
still.
moving Higgy. So, if she's not racist, why she get fired? She stepped down as royal lady waiting, bro.
That's a farce. That's an absolute farce.
She's had a stinker.
Look, they said Oscar's treading on treacherous waters. That's what TSK is saying.
Shout out TSK, bro.
Oscar is a howler. So now, in 2022, you cannot ask somebody where they're from.
No, it's the way she's asking the question.
Brother, she said the first time, where are you from? This chick didn't want to answer the question. So now we've got this long transcript of a conversation that could have just been one question and one answer. But now we've got
actually, no, there was another thing. I'm missing out information. She's gone and moved her hair, bro, that was covering her name badge. I'm missing out. I'm just reading out I'm missing out stuff that preceded before that, but it's a very big. Like, yeah, she had a stinker, but Oscar, there's no defending her.
Tendo said, no, it's like saying you don't belong here. She didn't say you don't belong here.
Listen.
She's had a stinker. Question. Now, when you meet a black person in the UK, are we just supposed to assume they're from the UK?
I will answer. I'm born in London, but I'm from Uganda.
So why couldn't the woman say that?
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not involved.
Hey, David,
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
David.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. If I go Shoreditch, yeah. Let's say I go Shoreditch and I see a black brother. I'm like, your brother, like, where you from? I am. I'm from the United Kingdom. I don't know. That's not gonna sit right with me. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real.
But we know. Listen,
you're from the United Kingdom.
We know when we're asking you a question. We know. But for you guys who are not in the culture, you can't. There's a certain way you got to ask that question, bro.
I hear that.
You can't just go. You can't ask the question. You can't ask the questions and then go. You must know where you're from. I was in France. You should know where. You can't do that.
If you're asking me, is the woman weird? Probably. She persisted for too long when it was clear that she wasn't going to get
she wasn't going to
get persisted for very long. Like, just chill. But I don't think she's wrong for asking the question. Like, she just wants to know, bro, what country are you from?
I want you to get that information. That's why she's getting that.
But here's the thing.
Your curiosity has landed, yeah? Your godson and his missus in trouble. Do you know how much wahala they go?
Endo's asking me where I'm from. I'm from Uganda. There you go.
Hey, Endo, I'm from Kampala, cuz. I'm from Entebbe. I'm on that Entebbe road, cuz.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing.
You gotta know yourself, cuz. The 256, cuz, all day.
Do you know why it drives me? Because there's real racism out there, you know? There's real racism. Like, real. Like, this is a microaggression. This ain't like real. This is a microaggression.
This is a microaggression. Doesn't cost you your position, bruv. And you had to step down. And hence why you don't know that girl, bruv.
You're not going to make these people revolt, man. When these people revolt.
No, actually, no. David explained it well. It's true. Like, she deserves it still.
Oh, do you know what I mean? Microaggressions. We have small microaggressions, and that one builds up into racism. No, sir.
Can I
It's
tell
not
you
You
who?
should have left it alone.
Can I
You
tell
left
you
it alone.
who?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go on.
Yeah, everyone's getting onto this woman because apparently she said the wrong thing. Can I tell you who really said the wrong thing?
Who?
Who's really not that guy?
Yeah.
Kanye Omari West. Get out!
Oh.
Just get out! Just get out! Because this, guys, this is the level where people should be getting sacked and fired and losing titles. When you talk like this, yeah,
I don't know what
Kanye West must go, and I can't even see. This is how bad it is. I can't repeat what Kanye said. You have to Google that. I can't give you the
I'm
transcript
worried,
of what
you know.
Kanye said
Really,
because if
really
they click
worried.
me saying it, now I'm crazy.
I forgot about him, blood. How did I forget about that one?
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I'm worried
So there's
about- I'm worried about
there's
Kanye
real
West.
mad people.
What he said, what he's
There's-
tweeted. Mm-mm.
Endo says Peter's brother's been moving mad. He ain't talking about me. He's talking about Kanye West. That's Peter's brother.
What, Peter West? That's the new
Peter
one.
West.
Hey, you know, I'm mad. Hey, where's Peter anyway? I saw he's back from honeymoon.
Bro, hold out your boy. I don't know where he's at, man.
Hey,
I let him today. He didn't answer. Tenzin said, I am from Philly. I am Tibetan. Big up Tenzin, man. You're from Philly? I assumed you was in the UK. I didn't know.
man's in that. Yeah, your Eagles are looking good still. Eagles.
Hey, shout out to them Commanders, bro. We're doing our thing this year. Can't lie.
You know yourself, bro.
Edgar said, from when man said slavery is a choice, I gave up on it. You see, these are things that we should be cancelling.
He's been lost for years.
Man are asking, where are you from? And there's outrage. No, this man is saying crazy things.
Hey, yeah, bro.
Balenciaga's doing crazy things. Like,
I can't even.
we can't equate these people.
I can't even put him in my Hall of Fame thing, man. Not that guy, because then that whole room has to be cancelled. I have to open up a new room. That has to be a new room for man. Hey.
SW6 says the main thing is the woman didn't have to ask. Full stop. Microaggression.
Yeah, Kanye. Hey, Kanye West, yeah, you're not that guy, bruv. First of all,
we can't ask people where they're from. We can't ask people where they're from.
Mm.
Am I allowed to ask someone who they're supporting at the World Cup, or is that too intrusive?
But after the third time, if they're evade,
keep it moving.
Guys, we are literally covering a World Cup where players of a nationality play for that country. Are we not allowed to ask man where they're from? What is this? If I ask Tarek Hampty where you're from, is it rude?
Oscar, you McDonald's. What do you need to know?
Come on, man.
Oh my gosh.
SW6 says it's to let you know you're not from here. Is it though?
Welcome.
Is that what it is?
Welcome.
But the thing is, sometimes my answer is to let you know that I'm not from here.
Listen, bruv. She should have left it alone. Jaja, you should have left that alone, bruv.
Fair enough. Raka says his music is fire, but outside of that, big man is moving crazy out here. That's it. That is it. Do we have any more? Any more, ladies and gentlemen?
Next week we'll know who's in the semis from next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Next week, Monday, there's actually no game. So we will be back on right before the semi-finals. So the semi-finals are on
and
Tuesday.
final. Semi-finals and final, because the final is next Sunday.
Is it?
And then we'll be reviewing the final on the 19th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sunday the 18th is it. That's it. That's the World Cup finito.
Thank you so much for watching and coming on this ride. Big up TSK says that's what it is. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Tensu says Kanye West story CP3 out of the box.
That was so random. I could not believe it.
Man said man cheated on my wife with Kimber. Man said he cheated on his family. Hey.
So
I do love the fact that this part of the podcast, it just becomes not about football. We just talk about everything that needs to be discussed in the briefest way possible. It's fantastic.
So did Kanye just walk in mid sesh? Like, I'm trying to think. What scenario? Did the man that man up at the door? Like there was an altercation.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, please like the video because you don't get this anywhere else. Shout out to TSK. It's a great segment. Big up you, my bro. Big up you. Thanks for listening. Please like the video on your way out and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Top 4 Podcast. We're live every Monday, 8 p.m.
Oh,
We'll be
God.
back next week.
Like
And
this.
the last thing I want to say is, tomorrow when you go out, ask them where they're from.
Yes,